got to continue to get better. A lot of situations. We worked on short yardage today, which we got to improve on drastically on offense, defense too. Third down, red zone, tight zone, and all those. And they did 2 minutes. I mean, got a lot of stuff in, got a lot of things thrown out, got a lot of reps for a lot of guys. So just got to get them out there and get them going. And just get better. Just keep coaching. Get better. Questions?
Anybody emerging to you a little over a weekend?
Got a lot of guys, good and bad.
You said at the beginning you're kind of interested in how Derwin would progress with the extra leadership responsibilities. How
seems to be doing well. Seems very vocal. Hear him a lot, playing a lot of plays, taking a lot of reps with ones and twos because the guys being down or learning 2 spots. You know, just seems to be having pretty good practice, and I can hear him a lot.
Mm-hmm. As far as DeMarcus, how did he look today? And also saw Jacob Hugh in a boot. What's the?
Jacob got an ankle sprain. Marcus is fine. He was just sick. He had a good day actually. Noticed him a lot.
What does Ruger bring you up?
Another body. I mean, I tell you what now, I say this, he may have improved as much as anybody up front. I really like where Brock has been. His body's getting, he's at 295, but he's stronger, he's controlling his body better, and he's putting weight back on, but he may not have to be a huge guy, but he has made a lot of progress in a lot of areas up front. Maybe right now it's improved as much as anybody up front. I like what he made some mistakes, but I like the progress. He's done some really nice things.
How's Rick Leonard looking over there after?
Good. Ricky's going to be a really good player. Ricky can be there. We have a center or something just for a body type. He's an athletic big body now. He can do something. He can help us. Good. I mean, just body. We just haven't done a drill. We didn't have to happen much. I didn't pull. We had to have some bodies down for a drill.
Yeah.
And but you see a lot of fluid. Boy, the big guy can move around.
Any other guys you kind of experimented with on the O-line beyond just learning those dudes, or that's just really
normal guys? Now the guys have to play other positions sometimes because when you're going 2s and 3s, you don't have enough linemen, so they got to take reps to maybe your 3rd or 14 who have guards and tackles. Some of those other starters have to play other positions. But it's good for them to know what those other guys do.
Does continuity make a difference for those guys up front that have had a season working together?
I hope so. I mean, it's got to. Your communications and just getting better in general, hopefully. And we got to do that. That's for sure. We got a lot of work to do.
How are the centers doing specifically on the O-line?
So I tell you, Martinez has made a lot of improvement. I've been very pleased with Martinez's improvement. Baselli's learning his center and getting better. He's going to have a chance to be a really good player in there, I think. And Never's doing a solid job.
Anyone separating himself with quarterback?
They're getting all reps.
As far as running back, how's Ryan looking? I mean, it seems like until we see him.
I like him. You notice him, he flashes, made some nice runs, can catch the ball, got really good hands, explosive. He's transitioned right back over to him, Mr. Beat, like he fell right back into remembered everything and doing a nice job.
Does he almost seem quicker? Or?
No. I don't know if he's any quicker. He's fast. He's been fast anyway. I mean, he really is. I joke about that, but he's as explosive as anybody. He is an athlete. That's why we, finding ways to get the ball and do things. He's an explosive guy.
Over the weekend, Marquez said that Charles Kelly, it seems like the players are kind of a reflection of him and his work ethic here. Do you kind of sense that?
I hope so. I mean, that's what he's in charge of. So they're going to take a lot of that personality. So they got to do that. Charles does a really good job.
What is it about him that gravitate towards him?
He loves his kids. He coaches them hard. He's very knowledgeable.
How's McFadden handling
Okay. Getting better. I mean, he'll make a mistake or two every now and then, but he's getting better. Got a chance to be a good player. But chance to be a good player, being a good player is two different things. He flashes and really does some good things, but at that position, you got to do it every play. You can't ever lapse.
Is there a separation between him and Marcus?
No, they're both doing well. They're both going to play. They're both going to play. See.
Matt Dummett hasn't played a ton in his career. Now that he's practicing, are there some smaller, maybe more nuanced things that he has to pick up?
He's got a trigger in his reads and do all those things, but when he does pull it and flash, he's been doing some nice things. But he has his ups and downs too.
Did you like what you saw from the line in short yardage, offensive line?
Not bad. I'm gonna go back and review the film. I mean, sometimes you get the result, whether it's good or bad, and it seemed to be pretty good today in short yardage. He ran the ball really well, I thought. But again, until I got to look at that film, we'll see.
There's not as many questions about Roderick, but he's only been in the program 2 years.
Yeah, but Rod's got a lot of things to work. I mean, I don't mean that. Rod's a good player, but Rod, to really be an elite player, has to, here's some steps and things he's got to do a lot better at. And I don't mean that in any negative way, but hopefully he'll take some steps to really be a really good player. He's got some things he's got to work. Just run blocking, pass blocking, knowledge of the game. Overall, how you picking things up. Needs to learn to be a better communicator. He's very smart, but he doesn't talk enough. He's a guy who knows it. Needs to be more vocal.
Derek, how does it look?
I've noticed him a bunch. Derek's got a chance to be a good player. Learning to rush the passer even better. That transition from run to pass and all that.
How would you describe the comfort level of the offensive line from, let's say, last spring to now, where they've had some?
I don't even remember. I can't even remember last spring. We got a lot of work to do.
Have you seen consistency in the wide receivers that you were looking for?
No, not at all. Travis Rudolph's been really good. Other than that, I mean, we've just been. I mean, there's not enough greatness out there, not enough consistency. I mean, there's some guys making plays. I don't mean to be that, but I mean, Travis is really emerging out. The rest of them just got to continue to grow and get better.
With Derwin, how often have you had a player that could play in the secondary, or she starts in the secondary, but also come down and be a stand-up defensive end type guy? Is that?
I've had a few of them.
Yeah.
And guys that can do that. You blitz them and different kinds of safeties and guys in there, different blitzers. There's been a few in the past.
Does everyone have like a strong football IQ? Like
Very strong, very natural IQ way he is. And he's a very smart guy on top of that. Not just football instinct, he's a very smart guy in general. Very knowledgeable, very intelligent. And usually makes a good player with the ability and intelligence and instincts.
So that's Baselli and any of the other true freshmen that are early enrollees.
Yeah, I've been pleased with every one of them. I mean, I really have. They've all had their moments of shining and have their tough moments at times, but they fit right in athletically and are learning and competing and the physicality of the game, and you know they're holding their own. I think I've been very pleased with all those guys first semester coming out. All right, we good?